I don't think he's coming back out anytime soon.
I'm scared that security will come out. I'll fucking run into the Harry Potter.
I do feel kind of sorry for him. We're all trying to bombard.
The result of being around that man, Sean Puffy Combs, I don't sleep to this day. I have a problem sleeping to this day.
Usher and Justin Bieber have long been mentored by Diddy, and now it seems they are finally ready to share their side of the story.
If I get this, I'll be happy. If I do this, I'll be happy.
He's gone through a lot in a very short life.
I decided to stop because I felt like I was dying. My security and stuff were coming into the room at night to check my pulse. Like, people don't know how serious it got. Like, it was legit crazy scary.
What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand it.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there, Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man, Faith Evans, Jodeci, Mary J. Blige. They didn't know nothing about this.
Oh.
I was having a good time.
It's been long rumored that Diddy played a role in getting Usher to bring Justin Bieber to him, and now things from Usher's past are resurfacing, seemingly confirming that theory. Usher and Justin Timberlake are often compared, but according to Usher, he holds the upper hand, all thanks to his connection with Justin Bieber. In an interview with People, Usher shared that back in 2008, he met a young Bieber through Scooter Braun and instantly knew he wanted Bieber on his label. However, there was a catch. Justin Timberlake was also interested in signing Bieber. So, what did Usher do? He made a bigger offer, one that Timberlake couldn't match.
I was flown out to Atlanta by a manager. His name's Scooter Braun. Flown out to Atlanta just to meet with him and meet different producers and different people. I was actually going to meet Jermaine Dupri at his studio. And who rolls up? Usher in his Range Rover. Rolls up, and I was like, is that who I think it is? And Scooter was like, yeah. And so I ran up to him, and I was like, Usher, I love your songs. You want me to sing you one? And he was like, let's just go inside, little buddy. It's cold out. So the politest possible way he could say no, he did. And I was like, wow, he just turned me down. And I was a little disappointed. He had to go into a studio session, so I was like, whatever. And a week later, he actually watched my videos with my manager and was like, oh my gosh, why didn't I let him sing? So flew me back to Atlanta where I got to meet him again, and he wanted to sign me. But there was something else.
Justin Timberlake, right?
Yes, Justin Timberlake also wanted to sign me. It was like kind of like, what happened was Justin Timberlake and Usher both went into a ring and boxed it out. And the outcome was Usher. I think it was a TKO.
Not only did Usher outbid Timberlake, but he also had a little fun with it. He told Bieber that if he signed with him, he'd be the only Justin in the picture. Some might consider that a bit manipulative. However, it wasn't all that simple. In a recently resurfaced TikTok, singer Jaguar Wright claimed that Diddy had his sights set on managing Bieber when he was young. Apparently, Diddy had a tough time getting in touch with him, but Usher swooped in and offered Bieber to Diddy for a 48-hour trial period.
Diddy had been trying to get to Bieber for a minute, and his management was backing him off. But it wasn't until Usher took over management and had guardianship and gave temporary guardianship to the diddler for 48 hours. Think about that. He had already been to the hospital. That situation that Gene was talking about. And you still took Bieber there, but you got custody of him first. Diddy had already tried. They wouldn't let him. Actually, someone made reference to the fact that Diddy trying to get at Bieber the way he was trying to get at Bieber was looking a little predatory. And then Usher came in and discovered it and managed him and got custody of him and promised to look after him. And then he sent him to the diddler. Does that sound like a good guy?
It's horrible.
Does that sound like a good guy? Now that we know what Diddy's really like. They're not seeing what the intentions was in his heart when he took Justin Bieber there.
Oh.
Let's be honest. He took Justin Bieber there
What's even more suspicious is that Usher recently cleared all his tweets from X, claiming his account was hacked. To make matters worse, it appears that Diddy is financing his legal fees for the upcoming trial by selling tapes of Justin Bieber's private moments online, at least according to the ever-reliable Jaguar Wright.
Well, considering that the is selling his own God evidence that would put him in jail against him on the dark net to the highest bidder, why would he sell evidence of his debauchery and savagery? Why would he sell on the dark net his tapes of just terrible? Wanna know why? Because he doesn't intend to stand trial.
Is he protecting people, or are people protecting him?
Oh no, he's selling it because he needs the cash. The last freak off tape that just got sold on the dark net, which I know because I monitor, went for $500 million.
Naturally, this has raised many questions about how Justin Bieber is doing, and the answer isn't good. So he appears to be distancing himself from the situation, despite being heavily implicated in it. So perhaps he simply doesn't want to relive those experiences. Many interpret this as confirmation that he, too, sees the end of his career approaching, especially considering the rumors that Diddy groomed him and kept tapes.
I want to know what Justin Bieber, I want to know. Justin Bieber, look at his life change. This man life, that man is terrified of puppy. I seen the video, I'm in the streets, dog. People know, fear, dog. Me like, what happened to your number? You like, oh, man, I lost it. Fear, man. You gotta think of all the people, the white folks, who've been at the parties. They scared. They don't roll in crowds with niggas. When they get slapped in the mouth at a party for being too high, they shut up. You get what I'm saying? You gotta think of all these people who've been terrified for years. Everybody. But see, people understand, I can say this, because I've been saying it while he was out. I'm one of the few people been calling this out for years. They ain't scared of who.
Freddie P also spoke about how Diddy seemingly groomed his own stepson.
Why were you so infatuated with a child that wasn't yours? Were you grooming that little boy? I don't even want to start those conversations, because that's not your child. You know what I'm saying? And for you to keep him that close, it's like you kept him that close because he might got your secrets, because he's not your child. So if he's not your child and you that type of person with that type of character, you don't mind actually doing it to him when he finally reaches a certain age, because he's not yours. And you know in your mind he's not yours. And now you keep him real close to you. You make sure he don't go to his daddy. Why? You make sure he's separated with him and you provide him with everything he wants. Why? You got one of them little Michael Jackson secrets. He got one of them secrets that he can't tell nobody, because his legacy, his manhood gonna be. And not only that, his brother not gonna look at him crazy. Only Puffy know, only God and Puffy.
You right?
I don't know. All I'm gonna say is, I don't know.
I'll be sure, sir.
All I'm gonna say is, who's infatuated with another man's son now? Like that. That seemed like grooming to me.
Bieber is reportedly deeply regretting his decision to work with Diddy, stating last year that he would never have done so had he known what was happening behind the scenes. In one video, a 15-year-old Bieber stands next to Diddy, who claims he's having 48 hours with Diddy, which Bieber describes as definitely a 15-year-old's dream.
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I have been given custody of him. He signed to Usher.
Throughout the video, Bieber, wearing a baseball cap and a purple shirt, smiled and nodded along, occasionally responding with a yeah and full crazy. This video, which has been circulating on social media, triggered a wave of concern and criticism. Another resurfaced clip shows Diddy grilling a 16-year-old Bieber about why he hadn't been in touch as much, with Bieber appearing visibly uncomfortable.
What's up, man? You good?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, young brother, everything's good?
Everything's
Selling
great.
out arenas and everything? Starting to act different, huh? You
No.
ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you never really got my number, so.
Right. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Yeah.
Many have speculated that Diddy may have also targeted Justin Bieber to other celebrities in Hollywood. When you consider the way some adults in Hollywood harassed and assaulted Bieber, this theory becomes even more plausible.
Wow! I feel violated right now. Wow.
Lean into me again. You smell amazing. How old are you?
Thank you.
How old are you?
I'm 16. I'll be 17 in like 2 weeks.
I don't ever remember smelling that good at 16. Like that was bad.
Yeah.
Wow, look at your eyes. What music you listen?
Would you rather have to be naked on stage during one full song, or drink a cup of blended worms? Answer Justin Bieber.
My parents never gave me this stuff. Okay. So why don't you give me this stuff?
I feel uncomfortable right now.
Oh.
Why do you want to know this stuff from a 15-year-old boy? That's pretty weird.
But it's not just Justin Bieber who seems to have been a victim of Diddy. It turns out that before Usher became successful, Gene Deal revealed that he too was groomed by the rap mogul.
Looking at this lawsuit, right, Lil Ron, he alleges that, Diddy told him personally that he has to Usher. And when you look at the lawsuit, even though they got Usher name redacted, you can tell who it is because they describe him as the guy that performed at the Super Bowl.
Right.
So, we all know who that is, but how you feel about that, man?
Well, I mentioned that earlier, that he said about Stevie J. The Usher part, that's a touchy situation, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a certain feeling and I felt a certain way when Usher got on Shay Shay, and I don't mean to mention other people's platforms, but he got on Shay Shay and he mentioned how great and how good Puff taught him and everything. You know what I'm saying? About the business, right? I know, and people know, that was around in that time that Puff and Usher did have a situation. And that situation led Usher to the hospital. Now I let Usher explain that to y'all. I let Usher tell that story. But how dare you say a man that groomed you, you gonna give him a pass? Bro, you know I know.
Now we know all about Diddy's flavor camp and how Usher was an unconsenting part of it. But what if I told you that Diddy once publicly admitted to sleeping with Usher? If you don't believe me, see for yourself.
We want to thank you. Come here. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close to the bed. But it's just like, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did it.
No, I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. Shouts out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even, I don't want it to come close to the bed, at all. Usher look like he fresh off a goddamn plane. Usher.
Fresh off the garden stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, pause, but check out. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the frosted flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the frosted flakes because he used to always get up early. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And I'm
what the did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this with me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the frosted flakes, and we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen, that was stupid. Listen,
we having a good time, yo. Usher made it in the. Hey, yo.
According to the Daily Mail, an old clip from a 2014 episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians has resurfaced, hinting that Justin Bieber was no stranger to Diddy's legendary parties. In the clip, Khloe Kardashian animatedly chats with her sister Kourtney, reminiscing about a wild night at one of these infamous gatherings, where many guests were, let's just say, not big fans of clothing.
So who was with you this weekend?
A bunch of my friends.
Diddy, Quincy, Justin Bieber,
So far,
French
so good.
Montana.
Do you even know half the people you're naming?
No.
She didn't go to bed. I haven't been to bed yet.
You haven't? I want to be Clay when I grow up, Court.
I got on a plane at 5:30 a.m. Go to this party. I think half the people there were naked.
She was crying a lot. She was a mess. Probably what was going through her mind is her career flashing before her eyes.
And later, enough's enough.
I just kind of hit the wall and was just like, I can't do this anymore.
On December 27, 1999, Jennifer Lopez, Sean Puffy Combs, and Puffy's 19-year-old rap protege, Jamal Shine Barrow, walked into Club New York, a Manhattan night spot near Times Square.
It was not a private event. Jennifer Lopez was here, Puffy Combs was here, there were a lot of professional athletes here. It was a great party.
It was weird that Puff and Jennifer were at that club because that was kind of like a very regular hip-hop club. No A-list celebrities go there.
We had a bunch of ballers in there and a couple of them that were just being extremely antagonistic towards Puffy and his group of friends. From that point forward, you know, alcohol kept flowing and tension kept building.
Puffy and Shine allegedly got into an argument with another partier shortly before 3 a.m. Someone tossed a wad of cash at Combs as a sign of disrespect. Suddenly, all hell broke loose.
And at some point, one of those people in that group fired off, another fire was had.
Shine was among the shooters.
It was a scary thing to have happen to you, to be standing somewhere where bullets go past your head.
Panic spread throughout the club. Jennifer got lost in the chaos.
Everybody scattered so fast, she realized that Puffy, the bodyguards, everybody's like, she's there by herself.